towards that Alistar.
She is a really exciting champion to watch. The Xayah going to be locked in for Kalist. So Yunara, I mean, we know how playmaking the champion can be and how you really need to utilize that early game strength to try and force skirmishes where you can.
As of yet, Larssen now coming across. This is a good bottleneck. Malrang flashes in. Shockwave has to be flashed away by Yike. And now for KC, they can look for the re-engage. Spells used by Na'Vi. Cyclone still available. Vladdy going in. There's the Weaver's Wall. Tiger on the right side of it. Gets out. Exhaust has been popped on him. We'll try and get back in here. Does still have that smite. Malrang comes across the wall. Yike with a good Cyclone. Knocks Malrang up. Here's the Grand Starfall though. Tiger flashes away from the seismic shove. Yike is down to 200 HP and Unsumdi is flashing forward. He's transcended himself and he's looking for his first kill. Finds it. Targum is now locked up. Adam coming in as well. As he looks for the flank, KC forced back, retreating under their tower.
Okay, so
I think they're going to fight it, Betty.
I think you are. I think they're too late though. They're way too late.
Taiga's ultimate about to come back off cooldown. Malrang has that unbreakable will. Vision behind. There's the TP from Adam. There's a shockwave combo. Yike has to try and get away with the Cyclone. Good knockback with the seismic shove. Will disengage the fight for now. KC looking for the re-engage. Kana comes in. Hasn't popped that ultimate yet. But Unsumdi has no flash and has no way out. KC on the board.
The response from KC is good. Na'Vi tried to use that numbers advantage, but I don't think the fight is over just yet. The ulti comes through from Vladdy.
The chase continues as Adam oversteps, looking for the damage on the Kana. He'll fall second. 2-1 now for KC.
Aatrox is a champion that also scales.
Sure.
Oh, hang on a minute.
Good Grand Starfall. Again, Tiger gonna flash away. There's the shockwave. Quickness coming out, but Vladdy's already down. Good knockup by Malrang, but Targus can dash back to Yike to escape. Again, Na'Vi using this Grand Starfall really, really effectively.
This is what I wanted to see from Taiga, just being proactive with the Pantheon. He makes a really nice play on the top side of the map. And it's Larssen that's going to get himself some plates. Malrang acting on
flashes in. Yike's going to try and go back forward with the Cyclone. Larsen's low. He has to flash away. But in the end, Yike will still find him stunned up by the trample. Should fall here to Taiga, but he's doing so much work. Malrang's dead as well. It's 2 for Yike. Or at least for KC in the middle of the fight. Targmas dashing away, dodges the spear shot. Taiga goes back in and gets another. The junglers absolutely popping off as Kalist finally rounds it out for KC.
It's chaos on the top side of the rift. It's ult.
Malrang once again peeking his head in, or at least his horns, as he looks for the engage, but Na'Vi are just not here quickly enough. The ball goes down, Grand Starfall coming out, they're looking for the shockwave combination. The dive into the backline by Taiga. Yike's gonna knock him up with the Cyclone, and Taiga is separated from his team. He jumps back in for the stun, but the flash across the wall, or at least the jump with the blast cone from Kana, means that Na'Vi cannot follow up on their jungler. KC will get the soul point, they'll get a kill, and they have a 1.5k gold lead.
On this Yunara to turn the game around.
We were kind of saying it a little bit before.
Na'Vi into another fight when you should be stronger.
Here's the TP from Adam. Kana waiting just around the corner. 6,000 on the Artican right now. Na'Vi going to be split up by the Weaver's Wall. Targum is still waiting. Goes in with the quickness, and the feathers fly from Kalist. Unsumdi immediately has to dash away, but Yike follows up with Kana. Kalist and Targum was able to retreat to the top side of the fight. Taiga tried to get in, did steal the Artican in the middle of it all, but he'll pay for it with his life, as will Adam. Kalist mows him down. Na'Vi discombobulated, but somehow Taiga keeps them in it with an Artican steal.
It's a clean ace for KC.
For Na'Vi, it's a small mercy that they are able to steal away the Artican, but now they have another objective to fight over. 30 seconds before Cloud Soul here for KC. Where are we in terms of summoners? Well, only Larssen and Adam have flashes for Na'Vi.
Na'Vi's just desperately trying to complete more items. Oh, Kana on the front lines here.
He doesn't take any damage from Unsumdi. He goes back in with Unstoppable Onslaught. There's the Weaver's Wall as well. Malrang in the middle of them all with the Zeke's Convergence, but it's just not doing anything. That's roast beef for KC. And now they will turn their eyes towards the Dragon. I mean, Taiga could look through a steel Grand Starfall in, then land the smite, but there's no vision in the pit for him. And he's on the wrong side of dodge right now to go for such a play. KC will secure the soul 22 minutes in, ready. Rapid ascension towards that 4 Drake mark. And with a 7,000 gold lead, Cloud Soul, an Infernal, and a Chemtech Drake as well to back them up. It is a very sticky wicket here for Na'Vi.
I like that we are seeing Na'Vi be proactive. I like that they were trying to force things in the early game. They were trying to pick.
Back now for Na'Vi. Adam trying to get some gold up towards that top side. TP coming out from Vladdy. He's going to try and match the push as they take the tier 2 in the mid lane. Adam backs away. Baron up in 14 seconds.
And so far this game, KC have just been starting objectives on spawn. Looks like they've caught out Adam.
Yeah, he is not in the best of spots here. The World Ender. It might live up to its name, but it may be his world that's being ended here as he's caught out KC with good movements on the map, using the Weaver's Wall to separate Adam from his easiest escape route, and then with Targamas and Kalist coming up, it was all at the end for the Aatrox. Baron begun. KC will secure it 25 minutes in. Meanwhile, Na'Vi are trying to get things on the other side of the map. We talk about cross-map play. When you're this far behind, yeah, there's no real point challenging that Baron, especially without your top laner. See if you can get a tier 2. See if you can get the wave pushed out to make good for KC. I mean, it's 26 minutes of one game, guys. Like, they're playing really well. They're doing the right...
Ignoring all of the damage posed by Adam and is just going to chip away at the tower. The Demolish proc doing good work.
Yeah, 3-item sight on you, not really going to do any damage here. Adam on the wrong side of the wall. Grand Starfall coming down as they look for Kalist, but Yike with a good Cyclone will get a double knock-up onto Taiga. Unstoppable also coming out from Kano as he looks for the knock-up onto Malwan. Can't get it, but Malwan still falls. Vladdy flashing over the wall, chasing Adam down. The Infernal Chains won't connect. Somebody untouched so far. They're having to pop the ultimate. And now walking back to the fountain. TP's coming out as KC look to continue this advance. Sion back with full HP and an Elixir of Iron just to add to the deal here. Not going to be able to get your way through him. He flashes for Larssen. Decimating Smash stunned out of Targamas going in with a knock-up. The knock back onto Larssen with the seismic shove, though. Will it be enough? And KC are just forcing Na'Vi away from their own inhibitors, away from their own base, and back to the drawing board, it seems. KC still 5 members strong as we see Na'Vi respawning and immediately being put 6 feet under demolition here from KC in game 1.
28 minutes set, that was the last one. So the hover, oh no, we're gonna get Cho'Gath.
Hey guys, we can have Garen, Olaf, Darius, or World Atlas stack for Targamas available. There's the 2, flash forward from Targamas. Hunsumdi's gonna have to flash away another route. There's the follow-up. It's hook, line, and sinker for the KC bot lane. They get first,
and he's gonna run straight into Yike.
Both of them running the Conqueror. Another hook connects, this time onto Malrang. Locked up with the concussive blows, and he is dead. Deleted where he stands, he rests in peace. And Hunsumdi will follow him to a grave. 3-0 as the feat of warfare for KC took only 4 minutes.
I mean, the wave was being pushed underneath the tower. It was an easy hook to connect. And KC, they are just dominating. I mean, we're not even 4 minutes in, and they've accrued a 1.5k gold lead.
Adam's struggling a minute 30, so most likely he will.
I was about to say, the only thing that Hunsumdi needs to be careful of is that is a level 6 Cassandra. KC, knowing that they're stronger, don't hesitate to force this objective.
It's also wave position in the when you're going for the objectives, right? Mid was pushed up, bot was pushed up. You had Nautilus moving in towards here, making sure there was no way, really. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, like, the idea here from Na'Vi is, okay, we're losing everywhere on the map. If we overinvest on one side, maybe I have the same graphic for this. Ready? Yeah. You go.
Well, you might have to take it away. Takeout's looking for a play.
It goes in with the Cataclysm onto Kalist, who dashes away, and that play is done. Oh, Yike decides to dash back in. Great hook onto Taiga. The Pop Blossom's only going to land onto 2. There's the fate sealed, though. The follow-up. Adam comes in. It's 2 for Na'Vi. True shot rush dodged by Larssen. And now it's on Vladdy and Kalist to try and turn this one around. Kana coming in from the side as well as KC looking for the lockup onto Adam. They'll find it with a Rune Prison. Pathmaker knocked back into the pit and sent to hell. KC answer the play and we'll start up the Rift Home. Ends up being a dragon of the game for KC. They have a game plan. It's worked a lot for a lot of teams over MSI over the last few months as they continue to look for it. Adam here does have the feast, but Kana with the fancy feet will just sidestep everything and Adam can't get him low enough. Feasts a minion in the end to just get the stack. Kana, he's bringing TFT to the Rift here. This is an all-out Cassante.
Nice play from Kana as he finds himself a solo kill. The ulti gets dropped onto Malrang, and he's going to fall with it.
That's why you do not shenanigan again.
That is absolutely true, Medic. KC get themselves another pick. They're going to get the Dragon and what seemed like a hopeful play. They'll be able to... Atlas is there. They will get this tower for sure. They're going to need a miracle play to save this game.
I don't know what god they can pray to find it, Betty. I'm going to be honest. Not sure how many of them are spending their Saturday nights watching League of Legends. We know they rest on the Sabbath, so maybe tomorrow would be Na'Vi's chance, but they're not playing there. So, yeah, a difficult one for them. Vladdy's going to get the blue donated over by Yike, who gets one of his own as well. Push in towards this red side jungle, seal away everything you can. Razorbeaks first, but they realize perhaps the red's already up. As Kana comes across, face checks into Taiga. Yike coming in from the side as well. Taiga will be able to secure it. There's the all-out across the wall, though. Taiga goes in with the Cataclysm. EQ out across as Targamas is locked up, knocked up with the Rupture. Consumer will eat him up, as now Adam is caught out with the Intopos. KC get their 8th as Na'Vi managed to pick up 1.
I mean, Hansumdi has lost 50% of his HP bar. He's going to act as wave clear as much as he can, but he's got to be careful.
He's quite short range, and with the spell flux coming out from Vladdy as well, you can see Hansumdi down to about 500 HP here. The EQ was stopped with the Rune Prison there, as Taiga looked to go in. So KC will take the next tier 2. 5 towers to 1, 6,000 the gold lead. And as I speak, Kana makes me alive.
Walking past the flowers.
It's fine, because you take the Archon, you get the flowers.
No, I know, but I mean, how can you not click the flowers when they're there, Medic? Like,
oh, tempo, Betty, tempo. Hansumdi having to flash. We'll get to safety. TP behind. Oh, Vladdy. Tempo, Betty! Couldn't have been here in time, otherwise the TP would have taken too long. Hansumdi with the killer instinct out will have the blast cone. The Realm will know to catch and pop Blossom. There's the knock up onto Marang, who tries to get away with his Shakespeare but cannot do so. Na'Vi now on the wrong side of the rift as Taiga, Adam, and Larson are going to be chased out. Yeah, but Na'Vi are on the wrong side of their own side of the rift, Betty.
Oh my goodness.
They need a merry-go-round or a roundabout or something if they're going to escape.
Well, they have been able to escape, but now it's Larson who is on the wrong side of the rift.
That he is, Betty. 100% correct. Your genius knows no bounds as Larson is chased out and will be slain by KC. Yike gets his 2nd, KC get their 10th, and Na'Vi are found wanting. Just leads across the board. KC playing this one out as cleanly as you can, pretty much, in modern League of Legends. You could argue in the past, maybe you shouldn't give up a tower as the true stopwatch comes down onto Hansumdi. Vladdy with the stopwatch flashes away from the Pop Blossom, but into the middle of Na'Vi, and Vladdy is caught just as I praise KC. They lose one. Kalisko's godlike though. Arcane shifting forward, dashing away as well from Taiga, who looks for the re-engage. 4v4 Na'Vi, maybe have a chance. But it looks like they just want to retreat. Kalist, still pretty much untouched, has a blue buff in his pocket, just in case he was ever at risk of running out of mana. The Drake will be begun by Yike. Rupture going down onto Kana, who still has the all-out and his flash. And I think really KC are just delaying to make sure they get this solved.
I mean, at the very least, Na'Vi do get an effective pick onto Vladdy, but they cannot get through Kana. He's just going to force them back.
They do no damage to this Kana.
Flash used from Adam as well.
It's bulking season for Kana. Sion game 1, Kasante game 2. Pathmaker onto Adam as Targamas looks for the dredge line. There's the follow-up. Arcane shift forward from Kalist, hit by the Rupture, but Kana will secure the kill. Still unkilled on this Kasante and flashing forward for it. Hansumdi dodging away with a killer instinct, but the dredge line hits again. And Yike finds his man and sends him to meet his maker. KC 13-4 up now, and really nothing for Na'Vi to do in terms of defense.
I mean, they're going for the inhibitor with the TP committed as well from Kana. Mid is being pushed by Vladdy. The base is falling apart and the Baron isn't even up. KC, are they going to look to try and end it? Looks like it.
Kalist and Kana can just walk forward. They have Demolish as well on Kana. Watch this proc. That's a third of the turret's health bar already. They have enough minions here. Hansumdi still 9 seconds away from respawning. With Adam coming up, it looks like KC will back away for now, but they'll still take the inhibitor tower in the mid lane. Will they look for more? The inhibitor should be next on the menu, and it will be. They've had their appetizers, now it's time for the main course. Inhibitor in the mid lane down, Hansumdi back up, Larson on the wrong side of this fight, but looking for the engage with the Fate Seal. KC waiting for this next wave. It's a cannon if they want to push in, but doesn't look like they quite want to go all out for this one quite yet. Kana does have that ultimate coming up in about 20 seconds. Baron looking for the engage. Can't find it. No Pop Blossom on no one. Vladdy once again with a stopwatch. Might be caught out. He's consumed by Adam. But now the follow-up from KC continues to ring true. Kalist has no threat on him. He'll go legendary 8-0. The next wave on its way. And there's a super here to help them out.
Ruthless efficiency as KC wastes no time in trying to end this game. Tiger, he tries to escape, but he's going to fall as well.
This series is over in sub 1 hour, Betty. 28 minutes into 25 minutes. KC took the time off. They took the fact they missed MSI, and they are not lying down. They've come to fight. They've come to party here. Na'Vi can do nothing against it as KC are just looking for kills next to the Nexus. Yike dashing forward. Hansumdi cannot survive through him, and Yike continues to chase in. 6-1-6 is a pretty symmetrical scoreline, but he wants to make it 7 as he finds the triple. Adam's back up, but what can one Cho'Gath do against the blue wall? Realm Warp was going to take the minions into the base as they look for Taiga and finish the game in
turn instead, which normally is that pairing with the Orianna.
Yeah, usually you see with the Orianna for that engage, but I think in this case, basically what they want to try and do is have Kamilu play in that. Mickey can move across. Poby doesn't have mana, so Shale gonna end up spotting out the cow.
Mickey should be fine though, just bop Shale away. Time has been granted, but Razork now has to face with the knockdown in the face. What I mean by that is the fact it's gonna spy battle and Shao just wins it. Now Mickey's thinking, okay, can I do that again? But Shao now level 6 can turn this into paranoia. Camilo also with the Weaver's Wall. Mickey flashes over. Razork has to watch there while his Gromp goes down as well. And Shao is now putting on a bit of a display.
Yeah, Mickey thought he could try and bait there, having the Ghost, but wasn't really able to set anything up. But now we get one more.
Let's look at top lane. The 1v1 begins. Oscar in trouble. The equalizer down. It's good spacing here, but Carlton has to walk over the hot flames, but he misses the Natovo strike right into the thigh against Chris Stubb. You hate to see it, but first blood over to Oscar Rinnan off the back of a mistake. Now is there another? Mickey going to be slowed down as Blackett goes into melee range. Gets one in for himself. He's got his ulti. No, he does not. He's only level 5, so he can't do anything but stand there and get pummeled as Poby helps get 2 more kills over to Fnatic. A 3-for-1 start. Poby shoved away, stunned in place, but the damage isn't there. Fnatic still wins.
Isolated and picked off by Fnatic.
And I feel like I'm revisiting Spring because I'd almost constantly say, oh, there's a lead on upset. Look how good it looks. Now Mickey sending up another one. Kamilu has just been delivered. Ham, cheese, and tomato, put it together. You got a sandwich for upset. 3 kills going to have to be hand delivered to him as well. Setting up the second skin, all he needs to do is get the auto down. Camilo's bought some time, but upset will pay with the crime. 3 kills on Kai'Sa, 400 gold lead, and Fnatic building up a brilliant bridge for Fnatic to play through. You talked about how important this Orianna is, maybe sooner rather than later, as Equalizer going to go down. Fnatic looking for a play top. Show with the counter, the paranoia, beautiful. Carlton gets his just dessert. Finally, Oscar Rinnan's in the dirt.
Great spell reset. Just used the teleport a few minutes ago, so didn't have that for the unskilled spell book, so we'll just try. Now he gets to walk up towards this objective, and it'll more than likely be Oscar Rinnan who has to invest in TP, but the engage.
It's a good one though. Shao matches it with a flash as well, and a quick flee, but where are you going to go? Poby stuck too, and Camilo bit of revenge surf through the mid lane.
Hit a lot of big power spikes here, whereas you're only really looking at Yunara for Flackett on the opposite side.
The engage started off by Sen, though, an early team fight set up, double seismic shove, equalizer in the back line. Messy start, but Mickey goes in, gets 2-man pulverize. It's upset reposition. Shao with the ulti, but who's he going to hit? He goes for the cow. Okay, that's Bio. For now, we look on the right side of the fight as Razork gets on out, and a Weaver's Wall comes in, better late than never, as Fnatic are a man down. Their engage is down, and Team Heretics are looking down at the 3rd dragon of the game.
Poby didn't pull the trigger on the ultimate, though, so Fnatic still trying to play off of this, see if they can make that big shockwave hit.
But Flackett can't transcend anymore. That's an advantage. Seismic shove misses. Look at the Herald. An engage from the right side of our screen. Razork is looking for a target. Onto Camilo. The engage train gets a flash. And Camilo will run for his life. Razork worth a shot there.
Mid lane, and it will be the Fnatic Dragon that comes out on top.
On solid point when Baron would be coming up, when this Atakan's up as well. the power for Heretics would be...
Like if he was spotted, or it's just Heretics reading the fact that Oscar went aggressive, so something was up. Now TP coming up towards his top side.
The seismic shove on a clone to start us off. Look at the left side of the fight at 3K. Atakan going down, zoned out well, and the smite will come through. It's actually auto to death for the shockwave from Poby. Hits a two-man. Exhaust while Flack had run through his life, while the right side of the fight is Carlson taking on the world, but the world won. Fletch over the wall. Sten escapes. Camillo's slow, but he's out too. Team Heretics, Atakan versus 1 for 2. Dagda, that's worth any day. They didn't bring anything, Dagda.
Look, I was just fashionably late. Okay?
It wasn't you. It wasn't you. You're never like that. You're always on time. I would never. Guys, Dagda, what a gentleman. Let's pause. Dragon's up though. Started by Sheo. Heel's actually burnt. Blackhead gets out of the way. Fnatic getting zoned out. Camillo doing a good job, and Seismic Shove won't connect, but it sends Fnatic away. They're going up towards Baron, but this will be third Dragon. Fnatic not even close to starting that Baron yet.
They just need to start it. They try and base Heretics in, but Carlson happy to face check this. Oscar has to give space.
Paranoia's up. They can run in. Razork at half HP. Mickey taking damage as well at 1100. Carlson, the front line that can walk in. No fear in his eyes as the Weaver's Wall zones out half of them. Razork with an ulti, but it's suboptimal. He gets blown up as upset into the backline, but Paranoia strikes in with a Magnet Storm. He'll be crying tonight. A double over to Flackett as Carlson takes the rest. And Team Heretics, this game, they know what's best.
Even Heretics! Our Baron is on the side of Heretics. You see there, as they all try to escape, the Weaver's Wall comes through, and Baron pulls Razork back into the middle of the pit, which means he
Okay, we censored that, I guess. we probably censored that, hence no audio. But Flackett looks excited, and why not from Heretics? What an opening game of summer. A 5K gold lead off the back of that play. Baron in hand. They've got Soul Point, or rather Soul, coming up in 3 minutes 30 to boot.
And I don't... hang on. Sheo going to find Razork because he comes through here.
He's just going to walk at him. 2 levels the difference. Of Fear about to find his mark as well. Not into the clone, but the real thing. And Paranoia again strikes him. Cyclone, but Poby can't get the finishing damage onto Flackett. Crashdown stops him in his way, and Poby needs retribution here. Fnatic needs something, and understand they'll find exactly that. Poby gets his first kill of the LEC, but for Fnatic, it only stops a play that's hurting them so much. Upset cleanses away. Sheo's also nearby, but it stops there. It is a trade of blood. Sten for Razor.
Yeah, Poby's trying to keep Fnatic in this game. Huge damage onto Flackett means that he has to peace out. He needs them Heretics as to where they need to be.
Yeah.
And then capitalizing on mistakes from Fnatic. As now Heretics, this is exactly how their composition is set up. You try and play for Camillo pushing in on one wave. Shale, as you can see, just sitting in between both of these waves, means that he can ult to wherever he needs to go.
Paranoia might just be to zone off, but a Weaver's Wall shows you that Team Heretics is serious. But an engage from Mickey with a 3-man shockwave sets Razork to find them all. Upset on a shutdown on a Flackett. That dive was huge. Carlson ulti's out, but he's free food. A game ain't over till it's over till the Nexus falls, and Camillo might see that as he flashes over the wall, but Poby there to match, sidesteps the seismic shove, and with movement speed coming from distance, all it takes is one more ball, and Camillo will drop another shutdown over to the GOAT.
Fnatic finally find the combo.
Bounty territory. When there was a 6K gold lead, Fnatic are about to break the wall.
Which means it's without contest from Heretics. It'd be suicidal to try and go in here instead of about to learn this.
Out. Mickey takes the blast going over with him. He'll flash, but that'll be a waste as Razork follows him over. Dragon for free as well. Team Heretics have just thrown this out the window. He shows me as well that Sheo and Camillo also don't have a flash. Sheo going to block that little seeker as Razork looking for his target. Carlson blocking up, still very tanky here with 3 and a bit items with extra footwear. As Fnatic have the Baron River for now with Baron spawn.
Yeah, you want, as Fnatic, to try and take the fight in this kind of choke point, so that then you're able to keep everyone in Heretics grouped up, and it makes it significantly easier for you to try and have this big wombo. But the second you start kind of ceding control, it makes it a little bit more difficult.
Carlson starts this off though. He rams in as Weaver's Wall is out again. Fnatic on the wrong side of it. They're split away, but Poby has the range over the wall. Sheo's already pulled the Paranoia out as a bit of damage onto Team Heretics jungle. Razork has flashed in. Shockwave finds none of them though, but it's still going to be mitigated by the fact that Upset has a death wish. He wants Team Heretics' death rather on a silver platter. Camillo Sten, the last remnant here, and Fnatic, they decided to die. They decided to send Agent Upset in. to get the job done.
It took a little bit of time, but Fnatic managed to make the play work. The dash from Flacket only keeps him momentarily safe from the shockwave as Mickey wants to keep it up.
His flash won't matter in the end, but Adil still sends a ball right in for delivery. This will be the end. A game that Team Heretics had in the palm of their hands that Fnatic had to execute the clench back, and Sten, his Magnus Storm will be in vain. An ace, a 9-1-4 Kai'Sa, a debut for Poby, but gonna go through and probably lock it in the end. So bit of disengage, bit of a barrier between things like the Rise, the Aphelios, into getting in some of the key targets.
Because they know they're going to lose out on a ton on top end, but nobody here to protect Oscarinen.
Death Sentence doesn't connect. That's the start, though. Waiting for the flay as well. It comes through, but with the Gravitum down, Oscarinen sent packing. First blood easily done. R-rated, so make sure you got accompaniment. Actually, you got to be 18, I think. Dark Passage. Flash. Mickey gets in the way. Unbreakable, but a flash matched. And after the Winter's Bite, Sten kept in place. The range enough. But the Death Sentence is one for Razork. He'll flash the match, but a kill given over to Flackhead. Sten's done. We're pretty clean outside of the fact that the fight started going haywire. We're going to see another one now. Death Sentence at the ready. That's what I look for. Flacket under turret is going to send him out with the shurikens and his auto attacks. A feat of warfare has been claimed, but it's not over yet. A double already down, and Sheriff flashes out from the turret range. Double to Camilo.
Play with the Realm Warp, and even the fact that Flacken managed to get that early kill as well on towards Razor. Now Fnatic trying to find that timing window for Ups, but is it there?
Death Sentence hands on the Razork. The box is out, or rather not available. Rather, it's the Dark Passage culling in the way, but Sheo blocks. Tibbers comes out, but it's not doing too much as Flacket's doing more. The bear is about to be unaware. Dropping down, Poby flashes out. Fnatic dives, which makes it so easy when you have that push.
But I think it's Fnatic who are going to continue these dives. Push under tower, Razork is here.
Tibbers was already out. Camilo's a little bit low. Something on the board for Fnatic. Second kill perhaps. Setting up with the shield and a pierce, a spear. Razork for the chase. Finds it with a shutdown and his escape. Okay, Tom Cruise, take it easy. Second kill over. Right.
Yeah, I think he's setting up for that because Sten was starting to move up there. He's now gone mid to protect Aphelios instead. And here we go. This is going to be a dive.
It's good burst. Carlson shield, but the ulti out from Oscar. Does he really want that? The ultimatum, even with a whip from Sheo. The scissors connect and Carlson gets the auto trade. Teleport in though, it's not done. Poby with Tibbers with flash, and it's going to come out only onto Sheo. The pig in the way. The girl dropping fire, dropping heat, and Tibbers zoning out. Sheo is dead meat, and Poby's just going to wait. Over the wall, gets charged into, but Poby with a shutdown finally.
For Fnatic to compete on.
And it feels like a more concrete state. I know last game we talked about blows being traded. There's a good trade here from Camilo. This guy's going to fall. Good sidestep. Camilo is getting flashed on now, though. Razork is mad, and Oscar must be too. A kill given over to Oscarinen.
Yeah, it wasn't quite able to get away.
Be able to do a little bit of damage here, but I'm looking at the gank from Heretics instead. It's standard Sheo, and the damage will be the big question here with Permafrost and the box down. I guess that question's now answered. Teleport just in case as the Death Sentence lands again. Was the TP needed? Probably not, but Camilo's here again to catch the wave.
I think it's more to try and answer for this top push from Fnatic as well, because it's 1-for-1 on towers, but you get the dragon.
With Grubs as well, remember that trade, even if you're 5-10 seconds later, is still going to be that much quicker. 2 people required to push turret from Fnatic. And while first break does go to Heretics, Fnatic do catch
the tier 2 and it's just gone. And that's even without using the Rift Herald. So now into playoffs. And it has been a case of, okay, well, we're expecting them to do the same here. I think Heretics, though, are doing what they kind of need to, putting pressure on towards this bottom side away from where the Atacon is going to spawn. And, hang on.
Yeah, that's disrespectful. Camilo right into a Tibber. And Camilo dies. Exhausted is Flacket. The fight's not going to stop there, though. His teleport coming in, and Pantheon is going to descend. Flacket separated from the team. His cleanse keeps him alive for now, but his flash will get him to safety. But at the very least, Mickey in the way with the Winter's Bite. And Fnatic have crushed in their blight. Big mistake from Camilo.
Yeah, again.
Back to back have now been given an entry into this game.
Great play from Poby, though. Again, like immediate flash stun. He was waiting for absolutely nothing. As then with the hook.
Are we going to get a fight? Team Heretics want to go in. Sheo just walks in and steals it.
No way.
He just steals Atacon. Hextech ultimatum in the middle, and Carlson again dies where he did last game, but this fight could be okay. Sten setting up Camilo, but he once again runs into CC. They got the Atacon, but Heretics are like, no, we must keep going. forward into the breach once more as Flack gets joined in thanks to the Dark Passage. Calibrum out of range. Oscar can thank his lucky stars, but man, we're devolving into messiness here as Fnatic walk away from the fight.
Both games now, Sheo has got the better of Razork when it comes towards these smites, and now he just walks into him.
Razork, the disrespect from both teams is real. Glacial Prison into a death sentence, into a flash away. Infernum won't get what was used in the last fight. It seems to be enough. Team Heretics going deep for this one as Razork tries to take Gromp away, but Stand is on the march. It's a Realm Wall as well. Hook shot, wall shot, no ultimatum, but with a hook in and a box down, a play through. Razork kept in place, through and through. Sheo gets the kill as Razork has dropped down to his knees, but Carlson jumped in under a turret with a culling in the way. Okay, Heretics still have an 80 carry. The turret's still going to go down. Carlson just likes going forward. As the death sentence won't connect this time around, but Heretics are taking everything from the bot side of this map.
Heretics are playing so well. Everyone is on the same page. Everyone is jumping forward.
He got
Stand
another.
is hitting everyone.
Mickey gets flayed in and an ulti to bite that dust. Flucket will take kill number 3.
And Dragon number 3 off the back of it as well. Consistently.
Safety.
Yeah, trying to buy time for both side lanes to push in, but does mean the Sheo doesn't have the ultimate available. Poby now collapsed down to Camilo though.
Camilo went deep. It's Tibbers out, but Razork here to support. And Camilo, he'll flash towards the TP. He needs backup. Realm Warp to get Carlson out as Oscar doesn't land the ulti. Carlson here to save the day, say g'day and say what's up. At half HP, he gets poked out as teleport now. Fnatic bringing in Mickey as well. All right, we're going to group up and punch again.
But the thing is, you've now got no flash on Camilo, no ult on Sheo, Camilo, or the option here, I think, to try and continue is
Poby has flash. Poby has flash. Poby has flash! And he finds it. Flucket gets to a better position, though. Sends out the equilibrium, the ultimatum, and now with Sheo running forward, all it takes is back to front. A hook again. Stand on his thread. Sets up the Flucket as Carlson takes down Mickey in the top of the map.
They try desperately on Fnatic to find their moment. Everything thrown. They just want to end this in one punch.
I just love that, you know, that fight I'm like, okay, hang on, Paul Sheo might be caught out, stunned up. Razork doesn't do any damage to this pig. You're going to walk away. Ulti for ulti, setting up. Tibbers is now out. Sheo taking a year to die, while Stand might be dead through mid. Oscar and sets up with the damage with Upset playing front to back, but it won't be enough because Flack is front lining. Now with the culling, Sheo about to die. The setup, Fnatic have low health bars, but they've got to kill Flacket as Carl, son of Carlson, comes down, slams him into the ground, and makes us go to game 3.
Fnatic are diving into an Infernum of Felios, and it's Carlson who jumps in to finish them off. Heretics played this game fantastically.
Every fight looked on the edge, but man, you love to see it. It's entertaining. It might always not be the cleanest League of Legends, but Team Heretics put on a show. And for the first time this split, we'll go to a game 3. It's Hexac Ultimatum. Mickey kept in the dome. Will be ringed around for the ace. Carl finishes it off. And Team Heretics do what they should have done in the first.
Here's exactly how you want to try and play the mid-jungle on Heretics. But still, I think for Heretics, you've got decent engage, you've got decent side lanes again, good team fighting. Flack and then reset potentially for a play on mid, but Razork looking for the dive.
He's thinking about the dive. Both summoners are up, flashes immediately, cleanse, then Flacket matches it, but the root underneath turret makes it a disaster. Turning into a minion helps out, and Mickey absorbs the pressure. First blood over to Razork, but they're going again, Dagda. They're going again. Stand up against the turret is going to charge out and at least get Fnatic's flash in the end. Razork has
maybe about to hit on towards his top side as well.
Oh dear, that TP might hurt Carlson. His world ender up and available again. Sends the minions away, but the healing this early on just won't cut it. Under turret, Razork takes him down, and Mickey, that mechanic is so broken, but he's got to love it.
Mickey turns himself into a...
Look towards top. 3 grubs makes all the difference. First turret blood. Fnatic are going to pick that one up in spades in this early game.
Mid, but now Fnatic just looking for the full tower take. Sheo holding here once more. Worried that the dive might still be coming through.
Upset getting engaged on. There's an exhaust. Sten's going to get the quickness and the battle lance. Sets up the pop blossoms, the disengage, but Mickey knows his 80 carry's dead. Sheo, great timing, and Flacket and Sten hit a window.
Nice from Sten there. He basically constantly keeping him protected, and also having Mickey there means that they should be able to put pressure on the spot tower and then fall back to Dragon. TP potentially coming through as Carlson looks for the reset though, and there's a ward in behind Fnatic.
Look at the range, the setup we talked about in draft. Between Worlds going to set up first over the turret's gone for Camilo. That might be an in, and Poby just waiting. He unleashes power first, then he scatters. The weak is Camilo. And with the feats of warfare down, Fnatic have picked up already the first five. Carlson with his flank tries to bring an interim to Heretics. Flashing on upset with the Pop Blossom. It's a disengage turn. Golden! Mickey sets up a chair with a counter strike in the backline. Brings the fight back. The feathers for Flack at a great scatter the weak. Poby's trying to return the fight to Fnatic. And I think he's done it. The range beautiful from Fnatic. Because when it gets messy, you can believe upset's there to clean it up.
Heretics didn't want to commit to the play fully and fast enough. That thing becomes absurd against Heretics.
It's going to be popped through mid. The speed is ramping. Poby's coming in just in case as well, and the Herald will chunk to get first out of turret, or rather first in mid.
Shay's in behind them. That is the TP as well. Heretics are collapsing.
But Oscar's also in the way, so on that TP, that might be a bait. Oscar sends them packing. Camilo and Shay now have to run out. Blast Cone is just going to be used to get some distance, and Fnatic are ready to turn.
Yeah, Heretics keep trying to make these plays happen, but because all they're constantly doing is playing for this protection line, and it means that then Poby can constantly play up, get the wave that he wants to, and you're gonna, Mickey and Razor have just been playing as a duo.
Subjugate's been used, Shao ultis, but on the way out, the explosive cast sends him to the left, and Razor, as he flashes out and upset misses the True Shot Barrage, is putting a statement on in this final game. Finally, he's come to life in this series. Fnatic looking for a little bit more. Blast Cone wants to be taken aggressively. Mickey with a Pop Blossom, but under turret, even with a pillar up. Flacket sends out the feathers. Sten, the quickness, it turns into a fight, but he runs into a big fat belly. Walking away. Sten lucky to be alive, but Fnatic healthy as anything. We'll take another turret to the list. Bomber again, but Oscar in and flashes away. Mickey can't get the tangle barbs, and it gets close.
Yeah, so there's Heretics here too for the tier 1 take on top, but Poby's now TP'd in, and Carlson's getting corralled.
Good scatter of the week, though. Poby needs to keep his distance. Carlson has flash available. Razork on the way in as well. World Ender up and available. Infernal Chains into a minion is not what you want to see as he gets his Sun to the sky, but that healing won't cut it. Pillar up in the way again, and Poby scatters the weak. Another kill over the mid lane.
Fnatic need to reset fairly quickly, though. Dragon in 20 seconds.
Atakan up in 40 seconds. Dragon's now up. Oscar on the way up. Shao has been playing his Tom Cruise version in this game for long enough. Now he's spotted, but they need more burst. The all-out going to be used, or rather Shao's ulti, and Oscar into half HP. It might turn sour, though. It's Mickey walking up with a tangle barbs, connects on the enemy Jax. True Shot Barrage helps out. A body slam, a barrel roll, upset in the mix, and a mystic shot to send him down. Counter-strike buys the time, but the auto time so perfectly. Fnatic get the Dragon, get the blood, and they're looking for another. Onto Camilo and Arcane Chip with everything in between hitting. Mickey just needs another Tangle Barbs, and Camilo gets tagged by the end. Upset almost connects.
Fnatic are just way too strong, although they look like they're going to go for the play.
They're going to try. It's an objective bounty if they get the steal, but those wards you talked about before, using the BTP, but Poby has deleted Shao. The smite steal is off the map as Fnatic are chasing down the bottom lane. It's a victory march of sorts as Atakan's in the back pocket. Next will be the turret too.
Yeah, there's little that you can do here as Heretics. Fnatic continue to push forward. Carlson TP'd in behind. He's made it back to mid to try and clear out the wave, but it's Fnatic just waiting now to pick up this tier 2 on the bottom side.
Might be a sad end for Heretics. They are bleeding. Crossing T's for Fnatic. It's slowed down for you all at home, but the reason is because Fnatic have held control for just so long. It does feel like a one-sided game. It's up to Team Heretics to show us otherwise. As Baron Vision being cleared away, but third Dragon now soul point for Fnatic. Baron is
they're not trying to rush this. They just want to try and do this by the book.
Derek's Gage now picked up for Carlson as he face checks near top. There's a good pillar out again. Flash away. Carlson in trouble. Camilo in even more so. Explosive cast deletes as Razork to pick up the kill credit, but another body slam with barrel roll slows down the floating beast. The top lane demon, I think not. Carlson has to work for it. The flash in from Sten is trying to. The deletion will help out though, but Carlson's run out of ulti while the Pop Blossom tries to send us home, but Flacket with the feathers out. Again, the slow. Poby at full HP, sending Remember, anything's possible. Shao coming in. Razork on the respawn. It's a bit dark over here. Baron going down swiftly.
Yeah, Poby though, trying to find the pick. Doesn't get Shao. That could have been it, but Fnatic still fishing.
And 4K, Razork is here, ready for the smite. Sheo can't get in the pit. Good explosive cast. Fnatic zone control. True Drop Barrage does the damage. It goes down to upset, and now the fight can begin. The feathers fly in, but Carlson is isolated and alone, and Sterak's will not save him, so he is sent home. Team Heretics running away from the warpath because Fnatic finally got what they came for.
Yeah, there is no fight. It's just a public execution at this stage. Fnatic are looking towards Heretics, and every time they pop up, they whack them down. Razork just going to keep Heretics away from this top tower as Fnatic look to take everything in the face of them.
They just can't get anywhere near. Poby's zone control is insane, and Upset's following up on everything. As you said, top turret is soon to go. This is going to quickly turn into 10,000 gold as Team Heretics fight close to their home, and Razork might be caught out. Quickness out, and Razork, old habits die hard, but Poby's there to save the day. He unleashes hell upon Sheo, and Carlson's still dead for a little bit. Numbers advantage now for Fnatic as they walk towards the top turret, and there's TP for the Between Worlds. Oscar sends in the bomb, but it's not enough. Only under a clone. That's Mickey X's damage health bar. The zone is still there. Team Heretics getting sent away, and even though they're trying so hard, the gold just seems too much.
Heretics are trying everything they have, but there's just not enough. Fnatic continue to
away
push.
from full build plus some stacks. Team Heretics get scattered. They become weak. Razork's going to step up, and with Baron buff, this siege is unrelenting. Carlson with an angle. All it takes is an engage, and Oscar knows it. Sten caught out against the wall. No escape, chopped down, auto to death by a club. Oscar jumps in, and Poby is diving the fountain. Sheo survives because Unleashed Power is stopped, but Team Heretics, the gold, overcomes them. It was a close series. It was well fought, but Fnatic switched on when it counted, and Poby, my GOAT, your GOAT, our GOAT, debuts in the LEC with a big dub.
Huge win for